Yo, 1 2 1 2. What's up with the Gemini energy? Gemini's included. Cross watchers of Gemini. People who want to apply Gemini bars to where it is in their natal chart. You know what I'm saying? You're all welcome. I may cuss, but I don't curse. I'm also making adjustments to the website, so you'll be able to see my prices for personal readings, different types of tarot readings that I will offer. I'm not 100% sure of all of the ones that I'm going to offer, but you'll at least be able to look at something to gauge, and prepare for doing the readings. Again, I will be going via, webcam, unless you're the shy type, which is understandable, or you just don't want people in your face. That's also understandable. Then I will accommodate you on the telephone. But I don't do the email thing, so I'm gonna make that clear right now as well. Like, I'm not gonna type out the reading for you and send it that way. So yeah, we'll make it do what it do. I'm gonna cut this deck, and this is the past. We're doing a past, present, future reading, y'all. All right. So in the past, you was in a bad financial deal, bad business deal, and whoever was in charge of the finance department, the CFO, or if it wasn't that big of a deal or serious of a deal, paperwork wise, it was just the person who was in charge of the bread, in charge of the money. They were not qualified, pretty much. And this caused you to become stagnant. This caused you to lose your ambition for doing what it is that you began. Consequently, you stopped. You didn't do it no more. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we experience things that's so bad that we like, man, never again. That type of thing, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I get from this. But this is something that I also see that you could do. You could have even probably made this thing successful if you would have been in charge of the finances as well. And it's like you allowed somebody else to take that position. Maybe you had more of a creative role in this business deal. And because of that, things transpired the way that they did. What's going on in the present moment? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we got a bunch of pentacles out. And so we got a 7 and an 8. It's an evolutionary process nonetheless, even though it's upside down. Okay, so what happened as a consequence of you putting that other thing on the shelf that you experienced a bad business deal with? You entered into a different industry, or it might be the same industry but something different. But I'm getting that it's something different altogether. You entered into that industry and you're not happy there in this present moment right now. And it's causing you to behave in a way that you feel fated to your current obligation, to where, and I mentioned this in other readings, it's like sometimes when you're on salary, and I've done this myself, right? You feel like you're getting back at the man, or you're getting back at your boss when the check come, because you go splurge on yourself. And you even think to yourself, well, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I work hard for my money. I deserve to pamper myself. I deserve this. You know what I'm saying? But when in all actuality, when you look at the power differential of the employee and the employer, you don't have time to be doing stuff like that. The time that's at hand is to be forking away as much money as you possibly can so you can have fuck you money. Straight up. I'm just keeping it a bean. If I'd have known then what I know now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But that's the present moment for you right now. So it's like, again, you can do something about this. This is an I can chakra card. You can do something about this. You yourself I get the feeling that whatever you're doing right now, you're pretty damn good at it too, but it's like you're underpaid and you overspend. So if you was to like do that on your own, make your own business cards, if that's still a thing, you know, just I don't know, get a van, put a couple of tools in that bitch, and get to driving around and just pulling up on people. You know what I mean? Go to the bodegas, yo, act was good. You need to fucking something painted, pipe change or something like that. Pause. You understand what I'm saying? But you can do it. You can do it. Is my point in the present time. But let's look at the future and see what happens. The 10 of Wands. So I see that there's success, but this goes like two ways from what I see in the future. Should you continue to carry out the position of where you're at, I get the feeling that whatever job you're doing right now is pretty secure as far as holding employment. So you can carry that out, but you may obtain more of a burden, more of a workload because you're actually good at it and because you handle things well at the job. So you know, you've seen people online, they talk about how there's always that one worker that does more work than the other co-workers because they're like lazy pieces of shit. That could fuck around and be you in the future. Or if you separate, like the present moment perhaps suggested that you, because you can do it, you can like start this thing on your own, this trade. I get it's a trade. You can start this trade on your own and go solo, fly solo, get your LLC, or even if you got to start with a sole proprietorship, you can do it, but it's going to take more work. You can imagine, because you don't have the workforce to back you up like the workforce that you have around you right now. So really the choice is yours. There's freedom in this, but there's also restriction. There's Saturn in there, Sagittarius. You know, so it's like really just building a workplace for yourself if you choose to be a leader and fly solo. And with that being said, I'm out.